All right, so I didn't come on here early because I was working, but it's all good. So GJ is finally breaking these levels of support like I assumed. My take profit was hit. FCMO verification passed, but you know, the 10-day rule, it's only been 4 days, so I got to kind of like take ghost trades for the first few days, for the next few trading days. So this one I was able to spot, even though I was out on the road. It was pretty easy to spot when this was going to turn around. It was just based off of identifying, you know, we had support formed here and we had a minor support formed right here. And it was when these candles actually started going bearish. After I saw this one, I was like, okay, cool. I think it's going to start going bearish now because you have this wick projection right here. Extra confluence was it this level? No, not even. Like to the left, you had, I think I marked up this level as one of the levels potentially that I could reverse off of. But either way, yeah, that's what I saw. So it was a minor break of support on the 15-minute. I called it out on the Discord, but I didn't take an extra entry because I didn't really need to take that trade. Let's see what's happening on gold. All right, so higher lows are being maintained, but at the same time, we're still creating tested candles on, you know, as resistance. So like, that's crazy. From here, we technically, this level of resistance actually hasn't been broken yet because we have bullish and then dojis and then bearish. Okay, that doesn't count as tested. And then we have bullish bearish, that also doesn't count as tested. So it's like, okay, you're trying it, you know. What if price, let's actually see. So the latest thing we have is a break of resistance. I believe I marked this off on my other chart. So we have resistance created here, right? And then if price is going to continue bullish, you're going to end up seeing some more bullish candles close above this level, possibly some engulfings. If price is really going to go bearish right now, which is a potential just because it has been testing this area for a while, you know, we had this break of support here. No, we're on 3 hour. I guess on 4 hour. I can kind of see 4 hour bearish, bullish, ish. I'll consider this a support level, but it's just so weak, you know, that I'm like kind of iffy about it. But let's see how it looks on the higher time frames. Yeah, I mean, it's still testing that area. And also remember, we're actually in a weekly level right now. So if I were to go to this chart, you see that we're in weekly resistance. You see all these wicks, how it rejected here. So that's why it's like, even though this is not like a super strong support, these breaks still kind of mean something to me, especially because of the fact that it also hasn't broken that level yet, right? So all that being said, if you wanted to take sells, what you would want to see ideally is for price to create support, and then actually break it, right? And then once you see some bearish candles after the break of support, then you can enter in. And it will probably be a nice ride, or it could be a terrible ride because, again, for the most part, technically, if I were to go one time frame up, we only ever are making higher lows. But you know, that just takes out the detail, and the detail is what matters sometimes, actually all the time. So that's what I feel about gold right now. Seems like gold and GU have some sort of correlation. Let's see what's happening with GU. Okay, so take off everything. On GU, the higher lows are being maintained. However, we did have a really clean and cute lower high, which could say, hey, there's probably some sellers coming in the market right now. If not now, then later. But if you did see a 15-minute break of resistance here, that could also still be a good opportunity for buys, you know. Bullish candle, slight retrace, another engulfing. Knowing how I am, once I see 1, 2 bullish candle closes, I'll wait for some slight retracement back, maybe, depending on how price is looking, and then I'll enter in. Let's see. What's in between my toes? Oh. Okay, so the weekly. So did it hit this area? Here, it did. Okay, so it hit this area that you can actually see some exhaustion on it on the weekly time frame. Let's see how it looks on the monthly. Some sort of monthly support we have going on in this entire area, which is, oh man, okay. So I should probably have this on. Put this just a little bit thicker so you know that she's important, because she looks pretty important. Thicker than a stick. Gee, looks like it's maintaining. Okay, weekly, see what's happening. Man, we have straight bulls. So even GU on the weekly looks like it broke a level of resistance. So that if it does create a pullback, it could probably just continue to go bullish. That seems pretty bullish right now. But pretty much I just drew this double so you can see that this is an area, some type of liquidity area on the higher time frames. So yeah, we could potentially be sells, but you know, there hasn't been any sort of break. Let me see the 3 hour. Nothing much. I don't have anything that is like solidified so far for those pairs. But for GJ, I do expect it to go to a minimum of 38.2, which also lines up with the monthly, not monthly, but I'll make this thick. This is the level you can see on the monthly. And since it's actually leaving a monthly level, it could probably come back to that level. But that's just, we'll just have to monitor, you know, the lower highs that it's maintaining so we can see when it actually does decide to turn around. So I'll do my fib like this, point A to point B. I mean, that's funny because the real fib that's happening on the daily is this right now, right? So we're still playing in this bullish fib, so we can really do whatever. So if we want to go on a smaller time frame and find a sub fib, that's cool too. Yeah, that would make more sense. So for right now, I could put, you could put one here, point A, point B, point C, or point A, point B. Okay. 23.6, 23.6. Yeah, so eventually you probably can get some sort of retracement. It could happen here on this level, right? Because there's a whole bunch of orders. See this? All this resistance could potentially be used as support, come down, and maybe if it wants to have its first legit structure point as a counter trend, it could do something like this, but we don't know. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm just saying that's a possibility. So yeah, enjoy your weekend, back tests. I will see y'all next week.